Hello, and welcome to the Hermit Lab. In the alphabet series today, we're on the letter W. W is for warrior. So we are going to be doing it's about 25 minutes, a flow, a sequence with all the different warriors I could think of in it. Wow, here she comes. Awesome. Hi, Marge. All right, so like I said, we are here today to play around with warriors in a sequence. So we're going to be looking at warrior 1 and some friends, warrior 2 and some friends, and warrior 3 and friends. Ready? Yeah? Okay. Meet me on your mat. We'll start in tabletop position, just with some intuitive movement. Spine and head, breath, weight, all the stuff that feels good. Let's turn the fingers out just to have some side-to-side movement. And fingers back toward you. You can tuck the toes if you like, puff up and lean away from it. In Sanskrit, warrior is Virabhadrasana, after a character in yogic mythology. Here, we come back. Let's take a puppy pose. Reach the arms forward if you want to hold on to your mat. There it is. Chin down, maybe forehead down. A lot of cool mythology stuff, so definitely check it out. Read more up on it if it's interesting to you, for sure. Maybe it can help you connect to the poses. Cow pose, drop the belly, look up. Round out for cat. Again, inhale, look all the way up, stretch the eyes. Round out, exhale. Last one, inhale, look all the way up. Tuck your toes, lead with your butt, downward facing dog, and find your goodness here. Pedaling feet, treading knees. Begin to connect with your breath. Inhale and exhale. All right, we begin with warrior 1 and friends. Right leg rises, three-legged dog. Bend the knee, open up the hip, let it feel really good. Re-extend it all the way up behind you. Knee into the chest, step your foot between your hands. Your back foot will spin down at about a 45-degree angle. As you're ready, arms rise up overhead. So this is a closed hip posture. Working that front knee parallel over the front ankle. Back foot totally flat. Shoulders relaxed. And Ashtanga, they take the palms together, eyes up. You're welcome to try that on for your shoulders, see how it feels. And we'll turn this into humble warrior. First, lacing fingers, taking a little pit stop. Wrists over to the left hip as if we were trying to nudge the hip to square a little bit more. Feel free to tick-tock the head side to side. And squeeze that left elbow back. Try to maintain depth in the knees, in the front knee. Straighten the arms behind you, lift the heart up. Feel free to hover. Rest on your thigh or dive all the way down. Here's humble warrior. Look for your back foot, chin to chest. Continue to squeeze palms together if that feels okay for you. Really getting into the legs today. Carefully release the bind. Plant your hands on the inside of your front foot. Straight arms look forward. I call this stealthy warrior. And then work to snuggle your right arm, your right shoulder underneath. Come to fingertips. Let's call this crouching warrior. Maybe try on a bind. So we're still in the warrior 1, the squareness of this. Try to keep both hips in one line, shoulders in one line. And here's super soldier if you want it. Find the foot to butt, knee to sky at the same time. You've got that right shoulder braced underneath the knee. Tricky balance, splitting the weight between right foot, left hand. Carefully rewind your way out of this to a low lunge. Take a moment just to drop the knee, open up the front of the thigh, and we'll step right back to downward facing dog. Big breath in and out. Let's try left side. Left leg rises, three-legged dog. Bend the knee, open up the hip, get a nice big stretch. Re-extend it all the way up, knee into the chest, step between the hands. Going from the ground up, back heel turns down. Strong legs help you rise all the way up. It's going to be very hard to get two hips in one line here. So as long as you're making that a focus, good for you. Back leg straight, sealing the back foot down, lifting the arch. Maybe palms pressed together overhead if you want to give that a try. And lace your hands behind you. Try to lace them the different way than you did before. And then swing your wrists over to your right hip. Use that to kind of nudge that hip forward, and then feel free to tick-tock the head, squeeze the elbow back. Try to maintain some depth in that front knee. I know my legs were certainly starting to talk to me. And let's humble it. Straight arms. Lift up, create space. Come forward and either hover, rest on your thigh. Keep working arms up, up, up. Maybe you bow all the way down on the inside of the front knee. Again, working palms to press. Try to stay square. Carefully release your bind, nice and easy. Come to stealthy warrior. Two hands on the inside of the front foot. Look forward. And then we'll work the left shoulder underneath the left knee. Come to fingertips, crouching warrior, because why not? Maybe the bind is there. Wrapping arms around. Try to keep the chest square down to the ground. And here's super soldier. We're already stuck underneath that knee, so we just got to scoot forward. Find the foot to butt, knee to sky as you extend the bottom leg. All things in tandem, working together. Such a satisfying click when you get it. And rewind your way back down. Let's find a low lunge. A moment to drop the bottom knee. Just find some heaviness in the hips. Press into your hand. Step right back to downward facing dog. Big breath in. Big breath out. Okay, warrior two and friends. Right leg rises. Bend the knee, open up the hip. Let's flip the dog this time. If you're coming with me, right foot up and over, find the ground. Top arm can reach skyward, overhead, toward the wall, or maybe eventually reaching down toward the floor on its way to wheel. Rewind back up to three-legged dog. Knee into the chest, knee into nose, all the way back up. Again, knee into the nose, step between the hands. This time, keep your back heel lifted. Come up to Anjaneyasana, crescent lunge here first. And we'll take an open twist. Right arm back behind you, left arm reaching forward. Stay here or take right hand back behind your knee, top arm reaches back. Play around with your gaze here. I've heard this called exalted warriors, so I wanted to keep it in this flow. Maybe dare to take your eyes up. Nice. Cartwheel the hands down to the floor and come down to your left knee. Sit up nice and tall. Now we're going to change the hips from being forward to turning sideways. So that means I have to swing my knee out. Front toe still at 12 o'clock. And check this out. This is warrior two on your knee. Roll the shoulders up, slide the shoulders down. Arms reaching far away from each other, eyes over that front middle finger. Flip the front palm, reach forward up, landing on the back arm, push away and straighten the front leg. Here's a floor reverse warrior. Nice, right? Rise back up to the knee. Circle the hands down to the floor. Back toes tuck, engage the back leg. Now again, from the ground up, spin the back foot flat, cartwheel up, here's warrior two. Still having the hips square now to that side wall. Try to have your back foot parallel to the back of your mat, if not slightly whispering inward. Shoulders up, roll them down, front foot at 12 o'clock. Expand. This is a nice place to roll wrists around if you're feeling it at this point. Okay, drop your arms, face in the same direction as your hips, and we're going to go on a diagonal, walking hands forward and forward and forward. Try to maintain the warrior stance in the legs. This is cool. It's like a down dog warrior two hybrid. Maybe your head gets down to the mat or the floor or wherever you are. It just feels like such a good big stretch, to me at least. Strong in the legs. Walk your hands back. Come back up to warrior two. Again, face sideways with the chest. Left arm eagles underneath. Lift the elbows up and now dive straight down the middle as if you were doing a prasarita fold, a wide-legged fold. I like taking the left arm under when my right leg is forward because I feel like it helps me square up a little more. If I have the right arm underneath, I feel like I'm more prone to go diagonally. Help yourself back up. Warrior two, the arms. Flip the front palm, go forward, up and back, just like we did on the floor. Reverse warrior. I like to keep my hand on my leg down there behind me. Cartwheel, two hands down. And then another moment to drop the knee into your low lunge and just step right back to downward dog. Breath in. Breath out. We'll go for the other side. Left leg high. Bend the knee, open up the hip. Flip your dog if you like. Ground the feet. Top arm reaches skyward for the wall or maybe for the floor. Front body, huge opener. Good. Return your eyes down, hands down. Flip it back to three-legged dog. Knee into your nose just once. All the way up and back behind you. Knee into the chest, step between the hands, keep the back heel high, rise up, crescent lunge. A little bit of buoyancy here, maybe a soft knee in the back. Left arm reaches back, right arm reaches forward, open twist. And then I'm a little teapot backwards, exalted warrior. Can be a tricky balance, maybe eyes go back behind you. Maybe you flirt with taking them up overhead so it's more of a back bend, less of a twist. Cartwheel, two hands down. Drop your right knee. Sit up nice and tall. Change your hips from forward to sideways, which means you got to swing that knee foot behind you. Arms out to a big T for warrior two on the floor. Shoulders soften down the back. Active in the fingers. Flip the front palm, go forward, up and back. Trust that you'll land on that right arm and then find that huge rainbow arcing. Side body stretch, reverse warrior on the floor. And rise back up. We'll turn back to the top of the mat. Plant the hands, back toes tuck, engage the back leg. Turn the foot out parallel to the back of the mat and then circle your way up, warrior two. Hips are square to the wall next to you. Arms reaching for opposite horizons. Settle into it. And keeping the hips square, we're going to go on a diagonal, walk the hands forward. Here's our down dog, warrior two, love child. Again, maybe the forehead comes down to the floor, arms super active, reaching long. Stay strong in the legs. Walk your hands back to your warrior two. Now you'll see here, right arm underneath the left. Raise the elbows and then dive forward as for you. I get my forearms on the floor. Turning in the left toes slightly might feel a little safer on your knee, so just listen to yourself. Rise back up. Release the arms back to warrior two. Find the front middle finger. Flip it and reverse it as far back as you like without losing the depth in the front leg. Good. And cartwheel two, hands down. Square up. Drop the bottom knee heavier in the hips. Press, press, press. And just back to downward facing dog. Breath in. Breath out. All right, warrior three and friends. Right leg rises. This time knee into the chest. Let's take rock star. I like to take a huge step. Big open. Return two hands down. Untangle the leg. Three-legged dog once more. And then step forward underneath the chest. Arms rise up. We're in kind of a short crescent lunge. We're going to propel ourselves forward for warrior three. Try to keep your arms overhead and the back toes spinning down. Square hips. Hands can come to heart center as another option. Last, we'll sweep our arms back behind you, palms face down, like Dekasana. Reach for the floor, fall into it, standing splits. All right, here's a little variation on that super soldier. Reach around, find your right foot. It's like a quad stretch in a standing split. We're not tangled underneath the leg, under the shoulder, underneath the knee here, so that might be a little different for you. If you're just starting to enjoy that, you can stay there. I'm going to take a few handstand hops. So I walk my hands forward, and I'm pushing off of the right leg and always arriving back to the right leg. Then I tried knee into the chest. And last one, I catch a little hold. Right foot finds the floor. Step back, back, back. Drop the knee. This time lift the chest, lift the heart, maybe the eyes. They're going deeper and deeper every time. Just back to downward facing dog. Breath in. And out. Other side. Left leg high. Here comes rock star. Knee into the chest. Cross it underneath you. Take up as much or as little space as feels right to you. I like to drop the head all the way back. Huge expansion. Circle the way back down. Hands plant. Untangle the leg. Three-legged dog. Get your space back. And then take a little, kind of a halfway up the mat step. Arms high for crescent lunge. Getting ready to balance. Get buoyant. Ready, set, shoop. Reaching the arms overhead. Try to drop that hip. You can see that right butt cheek wants to be up a little bit higher. Hands to heart center. Keep working to square it down. Arms reach back behind you. Stay with it. You're strong. Here, standing splits fall into it. You'll be able to see the bind a little bit better on this side. I'm going to bend the top leg, reach around with my left hand to find the foot. Give it a pull toward the butt. Nice big quad stretch. Stay in your standing splits or join me for some handstand hops. First couple of hops with the straight bottom leg, just trying to get the feet off the floor. Eek. And if that's working, you can take knee into your chest. Yeah, the only thing that's different is the knee hinges, and there you are. So feeling the knee pulled in is going to help us not overarch. Lower left foot back down, step back to your lunge. Drop the knee, lift the heart, maybe you're on your fingertips, lift the eyes. Plant the hands up and back, downward facing dog. Big breath in, big breath out. All right, we get a little intermission. Walk your hands to the back of the mat. Get a halfway lift. And Padangustasana. Scoop up the big toes with peace fingers and thumbs. Enjoy a fold. Let the knees be as supple as feels right. Swinging the head, rolling the shoulders. Lengthen halfway lift. Change to Padahastasana, stepping onto the hands. Give them a good squish. Bend the knees as much as it takes to get toes up to the meaty part of your wrists. Give them a good smush. And halfway lift. And come on forward, forward, forward to a down dog. Meet me in tabletop, and just like we began, some intuitive movement, side to side, or circles, or rocking. Feel free to get back into the wrists. Okay, nice. Roll them out. Still with me? All right, we have one more thing to do. We're going to do a little combination on the right side and on the left side. Meet me in downward facing dog. It'll be breath to movement. Inhale your right leg high. Exhale, step forward between the hands. Spin the back heel down. Inhale to rise up, warrior one. Exhale to lace the fingers behind you. Inhale to lift the chest. Exhale, humble warrior bow. Inhale, rewind back up, warrior one. Exhale, open up, warrior two. Inhale, reverse your warrior back. Exhale, square forward, and on an inhale, rise up, warrior three. Exhale, low lunge right beneath you. Drop the knee, look all the way up, reach. Exhale, hands to the floor. Inhale to lift the foot and step it downward facing dog. One breath in, one breath out. Let's try other side. Inhale the left leg high. Exhale, step between the hands, prepare the back foot. Inhale, rise up, warrior one. Exhale, find the knuckles. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, fold, humble warrior. Inhale to rise all the way back up, warrior one. Exhale, open, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, square it up and forward, and use an in-breath to ride it forward, warrior three. Exhale, low lunge. Drop the knees, sweep the arms high. Inhale, look up. Exhale, plant the hands. Inhale to pluck the foot up, back to downward facing dog. Breath in and out. Nice job. Meet me in an easy seat. Get comfy, find your sits bones. All right, we're going to play with Kali mudra. Find your hands. We're lacing fingers together with the left thumb on top, pointer fingers extended. And then take that to the center of the belly. So this is Kali mudra. Kali is a very, very fierce goddess. She likes to destroy evil. And so here we can pretend that our pointer fingers are like a spear or a sword. You can simply use this mudra to conjure up some personal strength. Or I propose the question of, what are you willing to fight for? big breath in and out. Blink the eyes open. Sweep this mudra all the way up overhead. Feel strong. And expand that energy out again to opposite horizons. Collect that strength and courage and justice. Hands back to heart center. Breath in and out. Thumb knuckles float up to third eye center. Honor yourself, your inner fierceness, and take a bow. Nice work, you guys. Thanks for joining me for this warrior flow. I hope you leave this feeling a little bit stronger. Let me know how it goes. I love you guys, and I'll see you soon. There she goes. So I hope you enjoyed this nice little, tiny little class. Definitely look up more information on Kali, K-A-L-I, super fierce. See you soon. Bye.